we going?
So I'm telling you my travel story.
So when I was like 22 years old, I was living in Australia, and I bought a 1976 Toyota Corona, and we decided that we were going to drive through the middle of the Australian outback. It was a bad idea.
I think most of the time what makes a great story is the storyteller.
The perfect balance, you're into it and drawn into it, and we'll go with it for as long as it takes.
You know, we spend enough time being ourselves all the time, so we get these weird little moments where we actually get to be something else.
So excited to tell you something, to reveal a punchline or to reveal the joke of the day.
You're with a close friend and the story kind of lets you in through their eyes.
So it's how they choose to interpret whatever it is that they're talking about that makes the story great.
So there's nothing basically for like 3 days but dead kangaroos and the vultures that are eating them and the occasional burned out car.
It's the details. It's the descriptions, I think, of the little things that happen that most people overlook that add depth.
Something that maybe will make them feel lightweight uncomfortable. You know, graphic details help a little bit to the dimension.
Exaggerations in some cases, where you've got just this outrageous level of sensory detail.
And so what would happen is when we would stop, that oil would like spill out through the air filter onto the engine block and catch on fire.
Most of the time when people tell you a story, especially if it's secondhand, they add their own little details to it, and it could not even be a part of the original story at all.
When I tell a story, it's more about hoping that something that I say will bring out other stories.
You know, the guy sounded like this, and he was trying to get 5/4 off of me for whatever.
Putting in as much color as you can, you know, to constantly entertain people.
And everyone from the giant squids run out to like freak out about our car being on fire in front of the giant squid.
We still always have books, we have blogs, we have comic books, we have films.
Facebook or, you know, I mean, yeah, I guess mostly Facebook.
Damn you autocorrect. I like those stories a lot.
Through photos.
There's some really good pictures of me taking flying like kicks at the car, breaking the windows, taking a skateboard to it and thrashing it.
Yeah, because you have the ability to add in the visuals.
Social networking is really interesting in storytelling as it's a lot more interactive. It's like 20 people telling a story as opposed to just one monologue.
Drove it straight up to the wrecking shop and took my $50 for the registration turn-in and walked away.
Nice to do that.